Very, very.
All right, what is going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. We've got news tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have news, AUD news, red folder, CPI month over month and year over year. If you guys are just joining, just coming to the stream for the first time, news is a big deal, especially on the AUD pairs. We typically do not trade news, but we will trade the aftermath. But we have some AUD news tonight. Last time we had AUD news, it absolutely shot up. Something really important to note right now, guys. Very important to note. Look at USD CHF right now. USD CHF right now has the most volume I've ever seen going into Asian Session Open. And I'm not 100% sure why. USD CHF has 32,000. So that is definitely extremely interesting, in my opinion at least. Gonna fix this. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm just fixing something on the stream real quick, but we are about to get started. I want everybody on the horizontal stream to be able to see the strategy, so we got that locked in now. But what we're going to do is go over some charts here. Again, insane lows on USD CHF. Lowest I've ever seen it. Lowest it's been since over a decade ago. I'm not sure what prompted this, but the last signal we got was a sell, and that was on the 4-hour. So typically when we get sell signals on the 4-hour, they're good for a bit. CHF JPY looks like it's coming to a top here, and we might see a reversal. This would be somewhat of a head and shoulders. Euro AUD, we had a massive rejection here at the EMA ribbon. We were looking at buys the other day, and it actually did come up here. We didn't take any trades yesterday for that reason. But it did come up and tap this fair value gap. It's in between two fair value gaps right now. GBP AUD, again, also still at this area of consolidation. So looking at that chart, just looking to see if we break a high or we break a low. There is some movement available toward the downside, though, so we're going to keep an eye out for that. AUD/JPY, same thing. Looks like we're getting ready to take off here. It's been consolidating for quite some time, to be exact. It's been consolidating for a full day and 16 hours. That's typically our consolidation point of when we're looking to move. So I'm a little bit bullish on AUD/JPY, but we're getting AUD news in less than exactly 30 minutes from now. So that we got to keep that in mind, that we are getting AUD news in 30 minutes from now. We are going to see what happens in the market here when we get this AUD news. I'm excited to see what happens. But yes, Calvin Turner, you are correct. Calvin, red folder news. We have that in the Discord. We have the news tab in our Discord that automatically sends it. So we're going to make sure that we see what happens here. Ideally, it's good for it. If it's good for it, it typically takes off. That's what we've seen here with a lot of this AUD news. Like I said, I don't like trading news 100%, but we're certainly going to see what it does to the market here and see if we can get in. But if it comes out green, we certainly could take buys, but it's very uncertain. Last time that we had AUD news, just to give you guys an idea, the last time that we had AUD news, it spiked and went for about 40 pips. So it certainly has the potential to move. You certainly could trade with buy stops and sell stops if you wanted to. It is risky and you could get wicked out. But it looks like AUD/JPY is on the up and up. But the forecast is looking like it's going to be positive for AUD news. It's looking like it's going to be positive based off everything I've read, based off of the indicator, based off of just reading and understanding what the consumer purchasing index is. It looks like it's going to be a solid news candle. But we won't know until the actual number comes out, so we're not really going to touch it until the number comes out here at 7:30. USD/JPY absolutely dropped off today, and the next zone that we're looking to see is somewhere down here. You're looking at possible 86 pip swing down this way. I'm sure, as everybody knows, gold has continued to buy. It just keeps going. It has not stopped. Gold's now at over $5,162, which is terrible for the dollar, which is why on most of your dollars you're seeing rejections and bearish movement. A lot of the euro pairs are showing rejection signs at the market open, which means we could see pushes toward the downside. All the technicals have been neutral over the past couple days, if not sells. So I'm marking our euro charts as red charts, being that the sentiment is definitely bearish, especially going into this 4-hour candle here. We wicked down, and it looks like it's not going to be able to hold this fair value gap, and we should see a move downward. If you're just joining us, welcome, guys. Hope everybody had a good day. Make sure you like and subscribe. But we got a decent day of news coming here very shortly. Interested to see what happens. We can look at some of the other pairs. GJ, again, they're all consolidating in a very similar pattern, where they opened up here, they dropped down and had this W move. You can see that on almost all of these charts. GJ, Euro JPY, Euro not Euro CHF, but Euro JPY and GJ look very, very similar. Hakunitz, what's going on, man? You're a futures trader? Nice to meet you. Hope you're having a great day, man. AUD NZD looks like it's holding above a level. Also above a EMA ribbon and a fair value gap. We could look for buys here. We're in a strong bullish pennant pattern as well. If you see this, bullish pennant right here, break above, we'd look for buys. Your next zone in reality is not this. We need to switch our zone here. This is not really the zone anymore. It's closer. It was really right here. This is the actual zone. So what we can see is hopefully a move up this way for 12 plus pips and then have it break and retest and go to the next zone, which is going to be our high time frame zone up here. This is all 4-hour analyzing right now. So everything we're analyzing is on the 4-hour chart. So any move, oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Any move that we'd see, we'd probably wait for either a 1-hour candle. Yeah, probably a 1-hour candle. But yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty much a textbook bullish pennant right here, guys, on AUD NZD. Pretty much textbook, other than this break under down here, but these were just liquidities right here. Close above here would definitely signal us a buy. I didn't get to eat dinner, guys, so I am going to eat on stream today. I do apologize. Well, I have my own indicator, and my indicator uses 4 confirmations. We use a EMA ribbon, so we need a full candle closure above an EMA ribbon. We need confirmation of a reversal at a strong support or resistance zone. And we need a fair value gap created, as well as matching up with the technicals. It's pretty just simple break of structure and support and resistance zones. It's not really that complicated. That's really it, though. Simple break of structure and support and resistance zones. This zone is going back to every time it came to this zone. This is back in June of 25. You can see here you have a lot of rejections when it hits this point. So USD CAD, I like buys on this. With the dollar dropping, gold moving up, and it being at such a strong support, we could certainly look to take buys here on this session. Hope everyone's had a good day so far. CAD JPY looks like it could come down to the next zone here. I like CAD JPY sells a lot as well. We're going to kind of eliminate some charts here as we go. We're going to eliminate charts as we go. But yeah, CAD JPY is a sell. AUD, we still have a couple more minutes until we get the news. Like I said, we're going to be getting news. It's going to be extremely important news. CPI is always a red folder news. I don't trade gold. There's nothing simple about gold. It's at the highest highs it's ever been at. It's very unpredictable and volatile right now. Keyword unpredictable there. There's no price action to it. Oh, simple as gold. I got what you're saying. After we enter trades, typically once we hit take profit 1, we move our stop losses to break even. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Sorry, I misread you there. We don't trade RR method. I don't care about RR. As long as you make money, that's all that matters. I don't believe in RR. But if you want to know, $1.33 RR if you... But again, I don't really care about RR. But I get out typically when we hit a key level or a key zone. In this case, it's typically 10 to 15 pips. And then we'll close 25 to 50% of positions and move our stop losses to break even so we have no chance of losing money and we guarantee ourselves profit. That's the smartest way to trade. Realistically, you wouldn't want to let it go up more than here. Abidone Wisdom. But I would let it go at least to the fair value gap and EMA ribbon. So you could actually be trading at a 1 to 2 RR. But again, I don't believe in RR. If your strategy knows where the market's going to go, you're okay holding... If you use proper risk management, you should be okay holding drawdown. Whatever that is based on your chart. But yeah, I like sells here. Especially coming into all these fair value gaps, I think this is going to drop off again. And it's had big wicks on the hour. But yeah, CAD JPY is probably my favorite chart at the moment. At the moment. Again, AUD JPY, we're about to get news on. If you get good news on this, this is going to come all the way back up to market open. Market open for the week, that is, not for the day. So Sunday, when it opened, it was right here. And we've had pretty much bearish movement this whole time with a bunch of consolidation right here. But news could catapult this up and change the trajectory of the chart for sure. Delight, what's going on, man? Benny, what's going on, man? GBP AUD buys. I don't know yet, man. It's at a fair value gap and at an EMA ribbon. I personally think it's moving down. All the technicals are sells too. I think it's a sell personally. Yeah, no problem, man. Wisdom 9815, no problem. I think it's a sell. Yeah, personally, I think this is a sell. We had our break of structure on the 1 hour, right? So take a look at this. Here's our chart, right? Here's our channel in which this was moving. You had your break of structure right here. And then we had the break and retest. I think this is going to be moving down. Where you're looking at the technicals, we're just right here on TradingView. You just click technicals. It's a tool. It's not an indicator. Technicals are a tool to use to align with your strategy. But it's always good to know what the moving averages and the oscillators are just as a reference. Because you never want to fully trade against a trend. No problem. If you're just joining, guys, I am giving away three free VIP and lifetime access to my indicator when I hit 1,000 subs. So make sure you subscribe and get in the Discord if you're in it. I'm giving away 3 free spots, lifetime access. The Discord is pinned in the comment. Lifetime access, though. When I hit 1,000 subs, we're at like 800 something right now. If you're just joining, welcome, guys. Appreciate you guys joining. We got news here in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, we got AUD red folder news. Going to be very important to watch. That's the only reason we're not in a trade yet. I love this GBP AUD trade. And I think it's going to drop heavily. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm 32. I've been trading for 15 years. I've been trading for 15 years, man. I've been trading since I was 17 years old. What'd you guys think of the thumbnail today? Shout out to Adele for the picture. AI working like it should, you know what I mean? I don't know about a fountain of youth. I feel old. Appreciate that. Thank you. I just shaved today. Could be why. We got news in 15 minutes. Oh, Adele, you said that earlier. Great thumbnail. Sorry, I didn't even see that. I don't know why they're not all showing up in my multi-stream. They normally do. We have AUD news at 7:30. Benny, what's going on, man? Sorry, Sue. Where are you watching the news? I'm not watching it. It's Forex Factory. But our Discord, Smith is in here too. Man, I'm not seeing any of these messages today. If you go in the Discord channel, you just go to news, and it shows you that we have high impact news right here. See these red folders? It lets you know when the news is, and it tells you what the previous and what the forecasted is. So you don't have to go watching news anywhere, and it tells you exactly when it is. So all of this is right here for you. It's a great tool to know, especially if you're going to be trading the markets. You want to know when things are going on. You want to know when there's news. Daily dose of podcast reel. What's going on? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I'm going to have to hop back and forth between these chats over here. That's all right. I don't mind doing it. But thanks for joining, everyone. We're going to have a good night tonight, I think. After the news, we'll kind of see how all the pairs are affected. If the news is good for AUD, GBP AUD is going to drop perfectly. Like, perfectly. We got 10 minutes. Let's look at the 15-minute chart here. The sell signal that we got on the indicator went for 22 pips also. Actually, a little more, 26 pips. I truly think that we're going to see, obviously bearing bad news for AUD. I truly think that we're going to see these lows this session, which is 90 pips. CAD JPY, I think, is dropping, guys. CAD JPY, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. We're going to wait till the news to make sure it doesn't have any impact on this, but CAD JPY is probably going to be the trade tonight. Looking at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, looking at all the technicals, I'm a very big fan of the CAD JPY sells. Now, we actually were looking at that last night too. We ended up not taking anything, no trades last night. But it's still the best looking chart. Yeah. Rejected the EMA ribbon. Candles moving down. If we get a candle closure below the lows, that's a sell right there. Delight, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you back in here. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, this is the number one looking chart right now. The break and retest on the 1 hour is pretty real. Like, huge break, huge retest, and it's moving back down toward this downside. Our target would be down here. And we're gonna, looking at the chart here, our take profits. Your first one's gonna be right here. Like right in this area. Yeah, TP1 would be about right here. TP2, you're looking at somewhere down here. So, and again, you're looking for key zones. Let me go back to the 4 hour here. Yeah, you're looking for key zones. And then you got a fair value gap down here. That's another one. And then your final's going to be the bottom. That's what this trade looks like to me. We could probably get in sells right now, to be quite honest with you guys. But like I said, I do want to see what Wayne Kings, what's going on, man? Wayne Kings, how you doing? Thanks for joining. We could get in it now, but we're going to wait the 7 minutes, see what happens on the AUD pairs. See what happens. There's no reason to rush. We got plenty of time. There's no reason to have FOMO on getting in and out of this trade with this news coming. It's only going to hurt you. Same with GBP AUD. They both have similar structure in terms of the break and retest, but this one's got more of a consolidation point here on the hour at the EMA ribbon, so we're going to want to make sure it rejects it. AUD JPY is probably going to get the most action out of all the pairs, the AUD pairs. GBP AUD and AUD JPY are going to get the most actions out of this news here in the next couple minutes. They've got the most volume. We're in the Asian session, so the European and Asian pairs are going to have the most. Most likely, we haven't decided yet. I like what I see on them, though. Most likely CAD JPY sells, to be honest with you. But, again, we have to see how the market reacts based off this news. Because news is a big deal. It's a red folder news. Red folder news is very high impact. News is in 4 minutes. We got news in 4 minutes. Delighted. What pair is it? This is GBP AUD and then CAD JPY. Those are the pairs that we're looking at. Give me 1 second here. There you go. Now you can see it right here. Suresh, you think buy long term for CAD JPY? On what time frame is giving you that indication? Because the 4 hour and the 1 hour are bearish. Stuff daily. We're not doing anything yet. And the day is extremely bearish too. Even the day is going to drop and fill this wick. Yeah, this is going to be our trade for tonight. We're just waiting here. We're going to see what happens on these AUD pairs. We're not in any trade yet. We're not doing anything yet, guys. We got 2 minutes and 7 seconds. How's everybody feeling tonight? Everybody have a good day? Miguel, what's going on? Miguel's been crushing it, guys. Good to see you in here, Miguel. Happy to have you. Wisdom, glad you're having a good day. Miguel's been crushing it, guys. If you go look in the testimonials on Discord, whoo, that boy's been cooking with fire, let me tell you. He's getting it. All right, here we go. Ready, guys? We got... I appreciate that, Miguel. 45 seconds until news on AUD. What do we want to watch? AUD JPY or GBP AUD? I personally would rather watch GBP AUD. I think it's going to drop. $15 seconds. Appreciate the kind words there, Miguel. It came out bad. But you see why we don't? Look at that movement, guys. Look at that candle movement. Did it come out bad? It's still pending on Forex Factory. Didn't break the lows. Yup, there it goes. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there, Miguel. I don't like New York session at all, to be quite honest with you guys. I assume AUD JPY shot up. Yes, it did. And GBP AUD dropped like a rock. It dropped 50 pips. Like I said, if the news came out bad, we're gonna see this zone tonight. You can certainly get in sells if you want. Just keep in mind you're gonna see retracement. Major retracement. Look at this bouncing up here. It's bouncing up and down 20 pips right now. That's why we don't trade news. You don't talk about getting emotional. You watch that thing wick up and down with your bank account. Tell me how you feel. Yep, when it's good for the currency, which it was. When it's good for the currency, it's going to pump. But going back to the trade that I think we're going to take tonight, guys. I love this trade right here. What do you mean, what am I looking at? I'm eating. But on my computer is what I'm looking at over here. Yeah, so on the 4 hour chart, This is a sell. We rejected this fair value gap a bunch. We're not going to come up and test this again. It hasn't in 4, 8, 12, 16, almost 24 hours. I like sells on CAD JPY a lot. I like sells on all the JPY pairs, to be honest with you. They're all at really strong fair value gaps. AUD NZD obviously flew. And again, if you guys want to get in on buys, you certainly can. I mean, news is a catalyst. Oh, pairs. My number one is USD. No, I'm sorry. CAD JPY sells. CAD JPY sells is what I'm looking at. That is what I like the best at all these charts. We might see what the hour brings, but these are such weak candles. There are such weak buying candles with long wicks. We broke below a zone. I think this thing's dropping. What's going on, man? I'm not going to... Asante? Please show you how to trade? Well, watch the stream and you shall learn, sir. Just gotta watch the streams, or I have a playlist on my YouTube channel called How to Trade. Watch all 3 videos. That's a great place to start. Yeah, I'm gonna get in this trade. It's just a matter of when. And I personally upped my lot size. But if you look at the 15, the 15 is a break of structure. Everything to me says that this is a sell. This wick being here, with almost no buying power up here, and this wicking down on the 4. And you got 30 pips to go just to touch the bottom again. 24 to 30 pips. 50 pips to there, and I mean, it's just got room. It makes the most sense. At least for my strategy, it makes the most sense. With a stop loss right about up here. Give it a little bit of room to go into the fair value gap. Absolute worst case. But it's a lot of pips, so make sure you use risk management if we do end up getting in it, you know? Somebody said CAD JPY is a buy long term. I don't know how you see that. Even on the day chart. Look at this day chart, guys. We broke under the EMA ribbon. Aloha, what's going on, man? Look at this day chart, guys. This is a day candles. Charts are looking good. This is a day candle. We had a full candle closure under the EMA ribbon, right? A fair value gap created on the day chart. On the day. So this is higher than a 4-hour time frame. Huge wick available to keep going. This thing's going to drive down. I think now's a good time to get in too. Only thing stopping me is looking at what this 4-hour candle does. Might just wait till the 8-hour to enter. You know what I mean? 8 p.m. candle, that is. Because we're going to get the 8 p.m. candle here in 22 minutes. 21 minutes. Yes, it is. The day candle is that candle. Look at that candle right there, guys. I mean, that is just textbook. And if you look at my indicator here, guys, price is below the EMA ribbon. We have a bear fair value gap. The support is all the way down at 110. The resistance is up here at 112. I mean, this has everything that we need to know. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to go, because the day pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's a good way to look at it. But that day candle's massive. Absolutely massive. Sham Saeed, what's going on? Any bias on gold? No, Wyclef. Gold is in unprecedented highs. I'm not touching it. Sham Saeed, good to see you again. Benny, what lot size? How big is your account? Depends 100%. Saman, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys joining. But your lot size is going to completely depend on your capital. Because you want to make sure you have proper risk management, especially if we're going into a trade with an 80 pip stop loss. Like, 70 pip stop loss is no joke, but our upside is also massive. 150 pips. I didn't even look at SPY today, to be honest with you. Wyclef, I do trade at 1 to 500 leverage with liquid brokers. Good question. Yeah, 1 to 500 with liquid brokers. And I don't trade micro futures. I just trade foreign exchange. Let's see what the 5 minutes doing. Look at the consolidation right here on this line. You have $1,000 in your trading account? I wouldn't use more than a lot at most. If not less, 0.6, 0.5. One of those two. If you have a tight stop loss, you can use a lot, but you just got to be careful. What leverage? No, we're not waiting for it to bounce off the fair value gap. I'm waiting for the hour close. There is no rule. You can risk whatever amount you want. When you're leveraging at 1 to 500 leverage with a broker, I go by pips. I don't care what the percentage is. Yeah, AUD is gonna pump. We just had positive news for AUD. Yeah, you just had positive news. And it actually just dropped. AUD dropped its pants. And that GBP AUD trade, look at that retracement back up. That's nasty work. That is nasty work. That is why we don't trade news, guys. Absolutely nasty work. Imagine if you would have gotten off on sells right there, thinking that this was going to keep going down right now. And it may, on the next candle, it may totally retrace this and come back down, but nasty work right there. And that is a good lesson in why you don't trade news. You wait until the hour after. In my humble opinion. Chasing pips, you know it, Miguel. This USD CHF chart has me so puzzled. Does anybody know why USD CHF is at 40,000 in volume? Does anybody in here know why? 40,000 in volume. A USD pair. USD primary pair is never that high at Asian Session Open. Even USD JPY is at half that. For what? We already had the AUD news. I'm talking about USD CHF. Oh, interest rate cut is tomorrow. That's tomorrow. FOMC's tomorrow. I'm talking about tonight. Tonight at Asian Session Open, there was 20 to 30,000 K volume on USD CHF. It had the most volume. It still does. Euro JPY just got to 40K. Yeah, both sides, exactly. It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work trading news. And if you do that where you have a stop, buy stop and a sell stop, you can trigger both of them and just blow your entire account. It's nasty work. David Chidozi, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you joining. But yes, tomorrow's FOMC day. If you are going to trade New York Session tomorrow, you're nuts. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck. I would not touch New York Session tomorrow with a 10-foot pole. Personally. I know a lot of people like that volatility. It is so unpredictable. But yeah, USD CHF looks like it might even come down and hit this low. That's 370 pips, guys. It is at a low that it has not been at. I went and looked at this earlier. The last time USD CHF was here was over a decade ago. 15 years ago. Monday the 3rd of January, 2011. We are at extreme lows on USD CHF. Just insane lows. And it might keep going. This is the next zone. It's got 300 plus pips to go. A 369 pip swing you could catch down there if it goes that way. It looks like we're rejected. We're coming back up and having some rejection, but there's no zone for it to really reject. It's kind of just in free fall, which is why I have not touched it. Let me look through some of these other ones. The AUD pairs, not touching them tonight. We can just get rid of those. Any AUD pair, get rid of it. Not even looking at it. What's my opinion on the massive fall of Bitcoin? Well, it's actually coming back up. So yeah, half of that, my goodness. Yeah, Bitcoin, and we talked about this on stream last week. I said this was the zone that we had drawn up. See, my yellow lines are already here. This was our zone. I said if we break this, it's going to retest and you're going to see these lows and we're going to see 84K. And everyone in the chat was like, no, 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 that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Well, guess what we're seeing, guys? This is just price action. This isn't my, me trying to tell you I know everything. All I'm saying is based on price action, if we broke this low, which is this yellow line that we've had marked out since last week, if we broke 89K, we were going to see it drive down, retest, and probably see it drive down to the 84K. And I believe that you could, at worst, see 80K. You could see 80K. But I don't trade Bitcoin like that. I don't day trade Bitcoin like that. All I know is if I was Odell Beckham Jr. and I got my contract paid in crypto like he did, I would have cashed everything out when it hit $100,000. 120, whatever it was at. What was it at? 126? And what did he get paid? Like fucking 700 Bitcoin or something? I don't know what the actual XRP, guys, every crypto is going to move with Bitcoin. I don't think they're trying to crash the dollar, but gold is rising. Anytime gold rises, the dollar is going to crash. As long as gold keeps rising and people are unsure of the market, they're going to keep putting their money in precious metals. That's just the way it works. It already is. If you trade cryptocurrency, you're trading on a centralized market. Price action does tell the story, Miguel. You're correct. If you're holding cryptocurrency on Coinbase or Cash App or Phantom Wallet or any of these, maybe not Phantom, but you are holding decentralized money on a centralized system. It defeats the purpose. If you're going to hold Bitcoin, buy and hold it, you need to put it in a wallet, an offline wallet. Otherwise, you're just trading another stock. The whole point of having a decentralized system is to be able to take your money, keep it in a safe place, and it can rise or go down, but you have it regardless on that drive. It's already centralized, my man. Since USD is falling, why isn't BTC USD going up? Because it's a pair. Bitcoin is the primary. In BTC USD, you have the primary pair and the secondary pair. The primary pair is also in rejection right now. Like we just looked at the chart. Look at Bitcoin. It's going back up right here. Again, guys, all these cryptocurrencies are going to follow the same type of market structure as Bitcoin. I only trade foreign exchange for a reason. I like it the best. I've had the most profit on it. I'm doing it for a long time. That's just how I view it. Good question, though, about the dollar there. Booja. We're not there yet. I think we're shorting CAD JPY. We got, yeah. We'll wait to see if we get any wicks up this way, but I'm going to short CAD JPY, I believe. Not necessarily, no. They run inverse of each other. Great hour candle there. Great hour candle there, guys. If we close like that, we're getting in sells. Look at that. Long wick. You're going to have a double tweezer top indicating a rejection. Other countries have reserves of gold. Obviously, the United States has the highest, but the US dollar is the most used currency. Oh, there it is. This thing's going to close bearish, and we're going to take sells here, guys. Look at that movement on the hour. Look at that movement on the hour. We're going to wait 5 minutes for the new candle. But CAD JPY is the move, in my opinion. Unless anyone else has another Forex chart that they like, I don't like anything else. None of these other charts are looking good. GBP CAD, yeah, looks like a buy. But none of these other charts, this is all in consolidation. You got consolidation here. On Euro JPY, you got consolidation here. On Euro CHF, you're having a break and a retest right now, but again, like I said, we've got no bottom. We've got no structure to this chart. USD JPY, it's low. It's low and it's rejecting right here. It could finish this zone. Don't like the price action as much as I like CAD JPY. CAD JPY on the day is what's got me sold. Right there. That day candle is going to absolutely fill this wick. We might get some rejection right at TP1, almost to TP2 because of this fair value gap, but it opened bearish at market open on Sunday night, and it's just been dropping. And I don't see it stopping, at least till minimally this zone right here. Maybe down here even at our next zone. So we'll go back to the 1 hour and watch the 1 hour close, but ideally we're looking at CAD JPY shorts. Did not check the technicals, but yeah, pretty much everything's a sell. Strong sells too at that. Even the 1 day. The 1 day's neutral, moving averages. The week and the month are a different story, but we're not trading on that long of time frames. We're not swing trading weeks on end. H4. H4 for sure. H4 gives you a much better indication of what's going on, because like we typically stay in trades. Like my average winning trade, I'm in it for 3 to 4 hours. So on a 3 to 4 hours, you're going to want to look at the overall trend of the 4 hour. The overall trend of this 4 hour candle is that it's going to retrace this wick and come down. It might not, but based off this right here and the day chart, like I said, I think this bad boy's coming back down. But on the 15, if you wanted to get in and out, like the 15, yeah, it hasn't broken this low right here. But the 15, all it's done is consolidate between this area, and this is still within our stop loss. So that's why our stop loss is up here. Our SL is right here for a reason. We've proven that it hasn't broken it in this long. Because if it breaks that, we're done for, sure. But it hasn't broken this in 2 days. Do you look at commitment of traders data, or do you prefer fundamental analysis? Ryan Smith, good question. Do you focus more on short-term trades or trades you can be in for a longer time period? My data from my liquid brokers account shows that when I am in a trade, my average winning trade is typically right around 3 hours, 2.5 to 4 hours, in between that time. So that's typically, we get in right around now, or the 9 o'clock hour, and it hits TP somewhere around 11 o'clock, moving into the London session. That's the data that I have on myself. But we've also had trades on the 15-minute where it goes for 15 pips and we're in and out on 2 candles, 30 minutes. You know what I mean? GBP CAD's gonna go. GBP CAD's also a good buy. It looks like it's gonna go for 32 pips to the next zone. And it makes sense because it's inverse. Thanks, Ryan Smith. I appreciate it. Gabriel, what platform do I use? I use TradingView to do all my analysis, and I use my own indicator. Yayo, which currency pairs are we doing analysis on? It says it right here. CAD JPY is what we're looking at right now. We just got a new hour candle. It did close bullish, which I didn't like that close. But I think we're going to get rejection here. We're waiting to see when we're going to get in. But again, I like sells on CAD JPY. That's my favorite trade. Stuff Daily, I will let you know when we get in the trade. We're not in it yet, my man. Good question, but I'm not in it yet. We need to wait for a little bit more confirmation and to get in at the best price. The last 3 hours haven't broken this EMA ribbon. We tapped it. An M shape on what Dell, on what time frame you looking at? What time frame you looking at? The 15-minute? Where are you seeing an M? Right here, this? Kind of. It's a stretch. If anything, it's more of a W right here, and it's going to come back up and test this zone. But this is why we wait. This is why we haven't gotten in the trade yet. Like, we're going to wait to see it reject this zone before we get in. We want to get in at the best price. But like I said, we just went through the rest of these charts. I didn't really like the rest of them. This is my own indicator. Yeah, we're waiting for it to retest this. We're just making sure we get in at the best possible point to hold the least amount of drawdown. No, you're good. You're good, man. Yeah, you're good, Gabriel. That's why we're here. Everyone's here to learn, get better. We're all just here to get better. It's us against the markets, guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe and get in the Discord. At 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 3 free lifetime accesses to VIP and my indicator. I've been trading for 15 years, and I became profitable probably halfway through that. The Discord link is pinned, guys. There's also a free zone, so I'm not trying to sell you guys on anything. It's free. The Discord's free. We're just creating a community here. Yes, sir. Wow, we jumped to 823. I'm telling you guys, we're going to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark probably this week. 1 a.m. and I can't stop watching. Roberts Brothers, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day or evening. 823. Yeah, we're going to hit 1,000. We're going to hit 1,000 soon. Yeah, man, I'm committed to being able to have financial freedom. What's the saying, Adele? Or what's the saying, Miguel? 1 a.m. there in Ireland. Yeah, we got people from all over the world. This is awesome. This is what trading's about. Of course, everyone wants to be profitable, but it's pretty cool you could have a community come together from all over the world talking online about what the charts are doing. 1,000 a day keeps the W2 away. That's what we said. What did those AUD pairs end up doing? That's it. Wow, look at that wick on those AUD pairs. Oh my god, would have absolutely destroyed some accounts right there. Yeah, we said it right at the same time. VJ from the Bahamas, what's going on? I wish I was in the Bahamas right now. Florida just got absolutely freezing overnight. Stuff Daily, as a 17-year-old, do you think it's possible for me to become... Yes, of course. You need to be disciplined, you need to learn price action, and you need to most importantly, understand risk management. Yeah, Wycliffe, you're right. It is not easy. It took me almost 7 years of trial and error with my own capital. I feel you, man. It is not easy. And anyone who comes on and buys a Lamborghini or rents a Lamborghini and says, I was profitable in 3 months, just try it out for yourself. Try it out for yourself. All right, we got rejection here, guys, on the CAD JPY chart. The 4-hour is going to be what it is. It may come visit this area. Have kids to reduce taxes? Yeah, unfortunately, that is... The U.S. government tax system is an interesting thing. Worry about pips, not money. Chase pips, not dollars. Stop trying to tell yourself you're going to make a certain amount of money a day. You got it. Miguel's got it. He knows. You want to take what the market gives you, guys. If the market only gives you 5 pips, you take your 5 pips. If the market gives you 100 pips, you take your 100 pips. But make sure you're managing your personal account with the right lot size, so you don't get taken out by an 80 pips, 70 pip stop loss. So this doesn't destroy your entire account. First, if you had a chance to learn it again, what would you do? Gabriel, the first thing I would do is understand price action trading and market structure. Like, understand what you're doing and how the markets are moving. So understand what a candlestick is and what it means to what a wick is and the body of a candle. From there, move on to price action. On my YouTube, I have a playlist called Learn How to Day Trade. Watch those 3 videos. They're 11-minute videos, part 1, part 2, and part 3. That's going to give you the most fundamental basics that you can learn. I would say finding, and I'm not saying this about, I don't want this to come off as me selling anyone. I trade live for free for a reason. It's because I am not like all those other guys who are just trying to push an agenda on you. Now, do I make money from teaching people? 100%. It's just like a golf instructor or a physical trainer. If you have a skill set that someone wants to learn and they want to pay you for it, why not? So that the whole myth about, you know, oh, if they're not a profitable day trader, that's why they teach. Bullshit. Bullshit. BBB, we're trading CAD JPY. But what you need to learn is the basics of trading before you jump into it. That's how I feel about it. More importantly, though, I feel like creating a community is something that's huge. Like, I have friends that I've met through Discord and online that are more supportive of me than family and friends that have been in my life for 20 years. It has nothing to do with your time and capital. It has to learn learning the most simple strategy that you can find. And it's going to be support and resistance, break of structure, and price action. Kids are expensive, huh, Miguel? I wouldn't know. No kids for me. Don't want them. But I can imagine. Yeah, market structure and price action. That's what you got to know. And candlestick patterns. Like, we're watching these wick down. We're watching these wick down hard. Like, learning that wicks get retraced. Like, understanding that wicks also mean room. They could mean buyers or sellers are winning, but it also shows that there's room. Good. And to be honest with you, Gabriel, if you're really looking at learning, I have an ebook. Just go on my website. Read the ebook. It's very picture friendly. There's not too many words. It gives you a lot on mental clarity, how to, put yourself in the right mental space, how to put yourself in the, understand the emotional side of trading, because learning the charts is one thing, but managing your emotions is a whole other thing. Whole other thing. What are some of these other charts doing? Not too much crazy movement on any of these charts. Only one, like I said, that looks good is GBP CAD buys. Only other chart that looks decent tonight, and it could go for 26. If not more. But we're waiting on this 4-hour candle right now to see what happens here. Luke's 2219, what's going on, man? Hey, for those of you that are in the horizontal stream, the big one, you guys should notice a huge difference in quality. I changed the bit rate to 10,000. I didn't realize I had it set at 2,500. Yol Villa, you're looking at Euro AUD buy. I'm not trading any AUD pairs tonight after that news. But it is at a very, very strong support. I wouldn't say very, very strong. It's going back to, yeah, April. You got a fair value gap right here, though, my man. So that's the only thing that scares me. What's crisp? I appreciate it, but what is crisp? Yeah, it's back at 1080p. Good. Good. Yeah, psychology is probably the biggest factor. EuroCAD. Let's look at EuroCAD. Oh, that's a nice looking candle. And your next zone is up here on EuroCAD. Your next zone's up here. You got some room. Your TP1 would be right there. But you've got some room for sure. EuroCAD doesn't look bad. Could go for 40 to 50 pips. Oh, that's what you meant. How many people in this chat live in the UK? Does anyone live in the UK? FVGs are your protection? Yes, they are. Are you long on EuroCAD? We got the buy signal way down here. How would you rate the quality of life in England? I've heard mixed reviews. I'm curious. I've been there before. I thought it was nice to visit. TSU, baby. Drake has a song about TSU. It's actually not a bad chart there, whoever said EuroCAD. The CAD pairs are typically dropping, so, I mean, yeah, GBP CAD. Free healthcare, and it's bum ATM. That was the only positive. West of Ireland, beautiful part. Yeah, like I said, I've heard mixed reviews. I liked it when I visited. I wouldn't personally live there. Hopefully Adele goes to Texas. Yeah, I mean, it just really depends, you know? Like, what you want to do, where you want to be at. I live in Florida. I lived in Las Vegas. I lived in New Jersey. I worked on Wall Street. And I live in Florida now. And let me tell you, nothing beats Florida. I don't care what anyone says. Nothing beats Florida. Other than this week, because apparently you guys from the north let your weather come down here. It's all drunken in my backyard over here. Not a fan. Tell me how we were at 80 degrees 2 days ago and this morning was 32. Who brought this horrible weather here? This is not how it's supposed to be. Government has no clue. Stuff. Sorry, man. Gotta show the wealth. Putin. Oh, there's a ton of news tomorrow. That's why we will not be trading at all in that other session. I won't be touching the New York session. I trade full-time hours. But yes, I trade full-time. Do I also have a job? Yes, I run a very large golf course. I'm a PGA professional. I plan to be done doing that here in the next year. But it funds my trading career because I make a pretty good amount of money there. Florida is humid, but like, it's not bad. It's only humid 3 months out of the year. The rest of the months are beautiful. Yeah, 21 overnight. Yeah, that's brutal. It's brutal. It says this week we're supposed to get to 30. No, 25. 25 degrees on Super Bowl Sunday. Florida's not supposed to get that cold. We could lose the greens. I could lose my entire golf course if it gets that cold. The Bermuda grass is not meant to be in that cold of area. It's not meant for it. 21's brutal, though. It's a type of grass. It's the type of grass that we use in Florida at most golf courses. Well, I'm glad we waited on this CAD JPY candle. A lot of these charts are ugly, guys. IF8967, yeah, fescue? What kind of fescue? Ooh, Euro CHF with the huge green candle. Roberts Brothers, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Glad to see you come in. These charts are kind of nasty, guys. And gold is still going somehow. Gold is still rising somehow. CAD JPY. Yeah, that's what we've been looking at. That's what we've been tracking all night. Calvin. Yes, of course there's profits to be made in real estate. There's always profits in buying land. There's always profits in buying land. Sell limits at 112512. Up here. Yeah, the day chart's flipping back upward. But I think that we're going to reject this area, this right about here, 112399. But I don't even think it's going to get that high. I think it's going to keep dropping. It's not a bad play there. I think we're just going to end up waiting for the 4 hour to see how it closes. Because, like, my broker's chart looks totally different. $827, guys. We're getting there. 827 subs. By the way, this is the first time ever that we've had more people watching the horizontal than the vertical. And I love that because that means people are watching either sideways on their phone or actually on their computers. And that's how you learn to trade, is on your computer. It is very tough to learn how to trade on your phone only. You can watch YouTube videos, but I would not suggest learning how to read charts on your phone. I would definitely suggest learning how to read charts on a computer monitor. I'm going to try and put this as nicely as I can. Every trader has their own philosophy, right? Some people copy others. Some people make their own. Some people use, trading methods that have been around for a while. I believe that all ICT did was take methods that have been around for a while and rename them and call them his own. Order blocks, flow charts. I think he just renamed support and resistance and fair value gaps and called it his own. But I'm not going to talk badly about any trader. Anyone that's profitable, hey man, more power to you if you're profitable. If you're a profitable trader, can't say anything about you, you know? No hate, no negative feelings toward anyone. There's way too much negativity in the trading space already. We don't need more negativity in it. I personally just don't like the way he words things. I think it's way too confusing, especially for beginners. If you already have a basic understanding of price action trading, even more an intermediate or advanced understanding of price action trading, that will help you understand ICT. But his stuff is very, very convoluted in terms of the language. What are we thinking here, guys? I like this EuroCAD buy. Yeah, Miguel, if you look at CAD JPY on Liquid Brokers and look at it on TradingView, it looks like a buy on Liquid Brokers. It 100% looks like a buy on Liquid Brokers on CAD JPY, but on TradingView, to me, it still looks like a sell. But that's why you use FXCM on TradingView as your... That's going to be the most accurate one. Obviously, nothing's going to be more accurate than what your broker says because that's what it's letting you execute at. But FXCM, in my opinion, has had the best. But yeah, if you look at the 4-hour on CAD JPY right now on TradingView, this one, and you look at the 4-hour on CAD JPY on Liquid Brokers, they are not similar at all in terms of the last 4-hour candle whatsoever. Because it's like a full-on buy on that. Yes, I did a video on this. It's in my Discord. A book brokers and B book brokers. Go to the education tab. I posted a video on it. Yes, 100%. And I did a whole video on it. I think there's an education tab, right? Where did we put that? GJ buys. Yes, Benny, I do know the broker Vantage. GJ buys, huh? Yeah, it could finish off this W pattern. Could finish off a W pattern for 40 pips. It's not a bad chart. Oops. It's not a bad chart there, Adele. My broker does ECN and VIP. It does. It has 2, I believe 3, and no commission. Yeah, there is a resistance, a strong one too. This entire fair value gap. That entire fair value gap is troublesome. And look at the 4 hour on, what's it called? The 4 hour on CAD just completely reversed on us. I'm glad we didn't get in that one. We waited a little bit. Yet. Because CAD looks like it's reversing now. CAD JPY actually looks like a buy now up to the fair value gap again. Like it's going to retest this area for 52 pips. Here, I'm going to delete that. But, yeah, CAD looks like a buy now. Don't give up if this is something you want to do. I lost over 100 grand before I started becoming profitable. If this is something you truly want to do in life and you think you have the emotional intelligence to handle it, don't give up. Anything that's worth doing is like that too, though. You know what I mean? Trading is hard. Getting a good job is hard. Everything's hard. Just choose your hard. I'd rather mine be trading so I can do it from a laptop. In the Maldives while sipping a cocktail. I think CAD's buying up now. This is wild. CAD JPY just completely reversed on us going into this last 30 minutes of the 4 hour candle. I think it may come up to retest the fair value gap up here. All of the USD pairs are buying up. They're recovering after this last session. I wouldn't trust any of the AUD pairs after the news. This, whoo. GBP CHF. What do you love, Miguel? We think of that GBP CHF chart there on the 4 hour. Holy candle. Holy buy candle. Secret is in the lots. The lot sizes. But yes, 100K live funds. Wyclef, to answer your question. The secret is in the lot sizes and learning how to properly risk manage. Look at this GBP CHF trade. Full bullish engulfing candle on the 4 hour. This could buy up to 50 pips. We'll see. We got another, what do we have? We got a little bit of time here. We got about 27 minutes. Yeah, the freedom that the trading gives is just... That's what we're all chasing, is the freedom. It's not necessarily the money. It's the freedom that the money allows you to have. I personally do not care about driving a Lamborghini, contrary to popular belief. But I do want to be able to hop on a plane and go to Italy for a month whenever I want. Yeah, Wyclef, there's people that make a lot of money. Just remember, they probably don't post their losses, though. He could have lost $1 million before he made that 250. Everyone's always going to show you the good side, but we try to be as transparent as we can in this community. When we have losses, we admit them. When we have wins, we celebrate them. Joe Mad Official. We're looking at a couple pairs right now. This particular one is Euro CAD. Raw meat. No, I don't trade gold. Nope. I do not trade gold. 3. I don't trade gold. We're in unprecedented and uncharted territories with gold. There's no reason to gamble on it. But yeah, Joe, Matt, official. This is, we're looking at CAD, JPY, GBP CAD, GBP CHF. I really like this GBP CHF chart. Massive, massive rejection off of a support. That's been a support since Wednesday the 19th of 2025. Patience, patience, patience. You're correct. Yeah, we've been sitting here for almost 2 hours waiting on a trade. You got a Chevy 2500 heavy duty? Yeah, cost per pip's insane. Yeah, diesel. I got a Jeep Gladiator. I like my Gladiator. It's not quite as heavy duty as your truck there. But for driving on the beach and drinking some beers on the beach, it gets its purpose done. I didn't know they don't let you trade futures in Australia. It's interesting. Because I can trade futures and my broker's based out of Australia. That's interesting. That's a big old truck. You got the Allison transmission. Duramax. I got you. That's the broker. That's my broker right there. I don't need to get towed, man. I got front and rear diffs. Diff lockers in the front and the rear. It's 2.5 inch lift, 2021 Jeep Gladiator on 33s. I'm about to put 37s on it. I won't get out stuck. I've been in some deep shit before. You put that thing in 4 low and turn the lockers on, I'm getting out of anywhere I need to be. Getting out of anywhere I need to be. From the land down under. One of my members at the golf course is from Australia. Nice lady. $8.27, guys. We're rolling. We're rolling. Yeah, I got you, man. Here. Oh, we got a lot of people from Australia that lived here. Lived there. It's tough to get in there. Their government's pretty strict on letting other people move there. I wish we were like that. Another 6 inches. You're just trying to destroy your... You have 1-ton axles, right? I would hope so. I would hope so. I would imagine they come stock with 1-ton axles, actually. All right, guys, we got the last 19 minutes of this 4-hour candle coming in here. 18 minutes and 30 seconds. See what kind of movement we get here. Yeah, it did. I'm glad we didn't get in it. Not yet. I'm waiting for the 4-hour candle. I'm really liking the buys on GBP CHF. That's wild. No front end issues. Front axle, rear axle, no issues. I can only tow 7,000 with mine. It's a little baby compared to that big 2,500. We're not in anything yet, guys. Tell you that 1-day chart really looks like it's going to come down. Nice. It's a heavy duty truck. It's a big boy. I forgot to tell you I needed water.
Is yours down?
Yeah, it's empty. Thank you. I don't know, guys. I think I'm liking buys on GBP CHF a lot. Back up to the zone for possibly, what is that, 27, 28 pips. Thank you. Love you. She didn't seem too happy. Just so everyone's clear, we're just waiting on the 4-hour candle. We got 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes. But this GBP CHF trade, man, it's looking like we should take longs right here. And I'm going to tell you why. Head and shoulders. Big one. Big reverse head and shoulders right here. You guys see that? Gold just uses so much of your account. Gold uses so much of your account. It's just wild, especially trading at 1 to 500 leverage. You guys in Australia should be able to trade at 1 to 500 because my broker lets me out of Australia. I like buys on I like buys a lot on GBP CHF. Nice, 1 to 1,000. I used to on one of my accounts. I used to use 1 to 1,000 as well. I switched back from 1 to 500 with much more capital. I think we wait to see if we get retracement on GBP CHF to right here, guys. To that fair value gap. Yeah, CAD JPY is a massive W now. That's wild. I didn't know that. Yeah, with closure above EMA ribbon. Yeah, this thing looks like it's gonna go. Completely reversed on us, but honestly, it's a good buy signal. But I'm not going to take a trade going into the last 12 minutes of the 4-hour candle. We'll wait until we get that 4-hour candle, you know what I mean? That's wild. I didn't realize. Christopher Wallace, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. EFTs long term. I was for a while. I withdrew all of my EFT profit. I'm not in anymore. ETF, sorry. I think EuroCAD might go too, guys. I think EuroCAD might go if we hold this fair value gap. Yeah, we are. I appreciate the comment there, man. Christopher, I hope you are too. Hope everybody's having a green month. But it's looking like buys on EuroCAD also. GBP CHF, GBP CAD not so much. But EuroCAD and then CAD JPY. Just a puzzling little fellow here. Because the day looks bearish. But the 4-hour at this support now looks bullish, especially because it's like right here. It's a zone, right? You know, it's not just one spot. It's really this zone right here. That's our resistance here, and then our new support there. It looks like we're rejecting support. This chart might be good for buys, guys, to be honest with you. For buys up to like the 56 pip area. Looks pretty good for buys, to be honest with you. We got 9 minutes until we get our new 4-hour candle, so we'll make a decision here shortly. Same with GBP CHF. Looks like buys also. EuroCAD looks like buys. USD CHF reversing too, but just an absolute free fall. Free fall, lowest it's been in a decade, 15 years. USD JPY, bullish engulfing on the 4. It's going to try and rally. Euro CHF. Has anyone looked at this chart tonight? Where is this zone? Where are you, zone? We might get a bullish engulfing on Euro CHF 4-hour. Major reversal. When was the last time it was here? We're going to have to go to a higher time frame. Thanks. It is. You're going to have to go further than a day. I might have to go 12 months. No, it just hasn't been this low in... That's funny. It hasn't been this low. Wow. Wow. Okay. So Euro CHF is just at an absolute pretty much all-time low. Swept the month before. Heisenberg blue. I just looked at the 12-month candlesticks. It wasn't there. Euro CHF is just all-time absolute lows. It's at all-time lows and reversing. On the 4-hour, we'd be stupid to not try and at least buy it up to the top of the fair value gap, see if it rejects it in the EMA ribbon. CAD JPYs might end up being buys. Also, I don't like the GBP. Which one? Sham Saeed? I don't remember. I think we got out of that one. Small loss. It was like 12 or... No, yeah, it was... I think we got out of that one. That USDY trade from the New York session a couple days ago. I believe we mitigated risk and got out of that one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I believe that was our only loss of the week. We got out early, though. We got out early. Then we made it back the next day. Alright, we got 4 minutes until we get this new candle, guys. EuroCAD's got good protection. USD CHF, I don't think we're going to touch tonight. I'm going to unflag that. USD JPY, we're not going to touch tonight. Euro JPY, we're not going to touch tonight. GJ's a possibility. And CHF JPY, we're not going to touch tonight. So we've got our 5 charts that we like. We'll see what happens on the 4-hour candle here. Oh yeah, and some extra with that I've never heard change in structure displacement. That sounds like ICT saying break of structure. I've never heard that before at all. Change in structure displacement. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier. With people naming things different names just to have different names. It's wild. Break of structure. The structure is broken. Change in structure displacement. I'm not making fun of you. Don't think that at all, Sham Saeed. Don't think of that at all. I think it's funny when all these terms get coined. Change in state of delivery. Yeah, all these terms. Whatever happened to just good old price action and support and resistance? Nobody likes that stuff anymore. Displacing change and delivery. But hey, if it works, it works, right? Can't hate on a strategy that works. Can't hate on a strategy that works. All right, we got 21 seconds till we get our new candle, guys. 21 seconds till we get our new candle. We got it. Gold is not reversing. Gold just broke all-time highs again. I wouldn't touch gold. Deep shorts, what do I think about prop firms? I'm personally not a fan, to be quite honest with you. I don't like how stringent they are with their rules. But if it's a tool that you need to use to get capital, I totally understand that as well. But my feel on prop firms has always been the same. If you can trade your own capital, trade your own capital. Even if you only have $300 to $500 to trade with, trade at 1 to 500 leverage, use small lots, and build your way up. Build your way up with your own capital. Truly, I mean that. Build your way up with your own capital. If you don't have the means, I totally get it. If you don't have the means and you need to use a prop firm, totally understandable. Tell you what, guys, that's a buy signal if I've ever seen it on CHF JPY there. CAD JPY, sorry. It's a buy signal if I've ever seen it. If you have $300 to $500 though, and you're confident in what you've learned so far, and you can have no problem losing that. I'm not saying you're on your last $300 to $500. I'm saying if you have legitimate extra income. Matt, do you use time frame alignment? I analyze on the 4-hour time frame and on the 1-hour time frame with support and resistance zones, and I typically enter either on the 15 or on the 1 hour. Sometimes the 4-hour. But 4-hour, 1 hour, and 15 minutes, yes, I like for them to align most of the time. Like, 1 hour looks bullish. Again, we're coming to a couple fair value gaps and an EMA ribbon, though. But when you look at this chart naked, with nothing on it, no indicators whatsoever, when you look at this chart naked from bird's eye view here, 4-hour chart, it looks like we're at a pretty strong support here, and this is a buy. And this is finally reversing, and it's going to come back up to fill these wicks. Change that to green and get rid of these bad boys. Move that down there to red. Get rid of these, because this flipped on us, which I'm glad we didn't get in. I just don't know. We're in unprecedented times with those. You know what I mean? They're at highs of all highs. They're gonna come down at some point. You know what I mean? They're gotta come down at some point. Yes, that's really good thinking, Deep Shorts. It is all about finding the highest probability trades and using the best risk management. The best risk management strategy that you can put into place. Euro CHF buys and CAD JPY buys. Which one's better? I think we might go with the Euro CHF buys. Yes, I do. I do one-on-ones. Yes, sir, I do. Infirmiere, what's going on, man? Welcome. Welcome. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe, guys. 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up. I guarantee it happens this week. 1,000 subscribers. Anyone in the Discord is going to get a chance to win lifetime signals and lifetime access to my indicator. Trading with Matt indicator that released yesterday officially to the public. Right here, baby. Nice. Good. Yeah, I think we're minimally going to see. Let's take a look at the 1 hour here. Just scares the shit out of me with that EMA ribbon right there. I'm analyzing, guys. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do here. I like all these as buys. The problem is some of them are opposite. EuroCAD and CAD JPY should not both be buying. They should not be both be buying. I think EuroCAD actually is going to sell. You can't expect to make a certain dollar amount. You can only expect to catch pips based off price action trading. And a pip will be decided on what your account size is. There's a lot of other information you need before putting a number on it. EuroCAD's going to end up selling, guys, on the 1 hour. No wick down here. EuroCAD's going to sell down to here. Possibly even down to here. That makes a little more sense. Look at some of these other charts. Oh, shit. Even GBP CAD is going to sell. On the 1 hour, we got a full candle closure above the EMA ribbon. We have a clear reversal, and we've got room to grow on Euro JPY. Some serious room to grow. Some serious room to grow on this one. That's market open. I wouldn't expect it to hit that, but if you look at Euro JPY, you can't put a number on it, guys. You gotta, it all depends on how you trade. If you understand price action trading, you understand that you get what the market gives you. For instance, I'm gonna give you an example right here. Our take profit one would be 23 pips, 21 pips. You have to take your account and figure out what 1 pip is for your account size. If we get 21 pips, 21 times the value of what 1 pip is. How many times a week can you get 10 to 20 to 30 pips? That's how you analyze that. It depends on your account size, and it depends on your risk management. It depends on your drawdown. It depends on how often you win. There's a lot of different variables that go into that. I like Euro JPY buys, guys. I wouldn't do that. I would make sure that you have make sure that you have a ton of money in the bank if you're gonna do that. I do like Euro JPY buys, guys. For this is the second time we're coming up to test this. Could be a reverse double top here, and a big old W. We'll give it till the 15-minute, but I think we're gonna take buys on I think we're gonna take buys on Euro JPY out of all the charts tonight. Yes, I do one-on-one classes. Yes, I do. Here you go. If you want to look at it, it's right here, guys. We're gonna wait 3 minutes here, but we might end up taking Euro JPY buys. What does the day look like? Oof, that day's scary looking. That day is scary looking, but big, huge wicks. Big, huge wicks. And they both rejected on the day. I didn't miss any entry. No such thing as missing an entry. Yeah, I'm liking Euro JPY buys the best as well. There's no such thing as missing an entry there, my man. You can miss a small percentage of pips, but if the overall trend is correct and your price analysis is right, if you get in and you make profit, then you never missed. You only missed if you lose money. If I get in this trade and only make 6 pips, I am 100% fine with that. But for it to meet my criteria, I need to see something. I need to see make sure certain things happen before I get into trade. And a candle closure above the EMA ribbon is one of those things. We just got it. This hour candle really is going to be your full closure above. But this fair value gap is pretty strong right here and here. But we're going to see what this 15-minute close does. See if we retest this EMA ribbon, we could get in at a little better price, but we might take buys here. We got, what, 10 seconds. I don't know what you're saying. FPG is used LI. That is not true at all. Everyone has different trading strategies, my man. If there was only one way to trade, we'd all figure it out and we'd all be millionaires. Just remember that. This indicator is my personal indicator. It says match strategy right here. It's a invite only indicator on TradingView. No, they aren't. It depends on your strategy. We're not going to talk. I mean, agree to disagree. That's fine. Totally. And honestly, no hard feelings. We can agree to disagree, though. I'm taking buys here, guys. I'm going long on Euro JPY. I'm long on Euro JPY. I'm in at 183.5080. 183.5080. That's my stop loss. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to send this out in the Discord, guys. It's only going to VIP, so you got to be live to get this. Manny, this is foreign exchange markets. Thanks for asking, though. This is foreign exchange markets. Jose Nunez, I like you, brother. Yes, She Gordon, this is live trading. I am trading live right now. We are live on a trade. No, Reds, this is not gold. This is Euro JPY. We're looking for like 20 pips here. 17 to 20 pips. Benny, my SL is at 182,119. 182,119. Yeah, no problem. Of course. Try to respond to everybody. It just depends. So like I don't put a time frame on it, but until it hits either my until it hits my take profit 1, that would be ideal. Sometimes take profit 2, or we mitigate down here somewhere, but typically 10 to 20 pips, however long it takes to get there, really wherever the market gives us. Like I said, I don't chase dollar amounts. I chase market structure pricing, which is pips. And so what we're looking for right now on this trade is about 18 pips to touch these highs. It could be a couple minutes. It could be a couple hours. Typically, I don't hold for a day. Impatience does breed losses. I agree with that. But I like this trade a lot. And as you can see, my strategy, it's above the EMA ribbon. We had a bull fair value gap. Our support and our resistance is shown. It's got everything we're really looking for here. How long do they normally play out? Like I said, it just depends. So I don't have a time frame that I need it to play out in. All I know is that this is as low as I want it to go, and these are where my take profits are, based off what the market structure looks like. Yeah, this is an hour chart. That's actually take profit 1. Take profit 2 would be up here, and take profit 3 would be up here, and then the fourth one would be way up there. I don't think we're gonna see that. I really don't think we'll see. I think at most we'll see take profit 2. But this is how I draw up my charts based off what I think my trade is gonna look like. So hopefully that makes sense. But we waited, we waited 2 hours and 30 minutes to get into a trade, guys. You know what I mean? It's a long time. No, Gordon, I don't trade Fibonacci. This is a EMA ribbon. It's EMA ribbons and fair value gaps. That's all it is. Yeah, these up here are old highs, correct. Previous highs. Previous high, previous high, previous high is what they are. It's just purely price action and market structure. That's all it is. Yeah, no, good questions, though. Look at some of these other ones. Yeah, CAD JPY did the same thing. GBP CHF did the same thing. GJ ended up coming back down a little. Yes, I do, Manny. Good question. I draw all my time frames on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So like if you go to the 4 hour, you'll see I have my main support and resistance, and then I move into the 1 hour and draw my next really support and resistance. And to be honest with you, this right here isn't as much valid anymore. This one's not as much valid anymore. Yes, when we reach TP1, we move all of our stop losses to break even. It's a great risk management strategy, and it helps you avoid losses and being greedy. But yeah, we're going to see what happens here. I like this trade. On the 4 hour, yeah, this thing's going to go up. I believe that we should test these new highs. The reason I have my TP2 right here is because that would be the top of a W pattern. This would be the top of a W pattern. So that's why I had it, and that was market open for the week right here. That's market open for the week. But yeah, I always move my stop losses to break even once I'm in profit. And most of the time I close 50% of the positions. You can get it on my website. Manny, it's out of support. So yes, it was on a downtrend, but on the hour time frame, you have higher highs and higher lows. So other than it coming down here on that wick, it's reversing at a very key zone right here. And again, we're not looking for huge high time frame moves. What we're looking for is hour and 4 hour time frame moves for 15 to 20 pips. You know what I mean? You can get the indicator here. Yeah, you had some big wicks up here. Thanks, Manny. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think it will. I like the technicals overall. Like I said, it took us 2.5 hours to find a chart that we liked that met our standards. We have a confirmed uptrend. We have a reversal at a key zone. We have a EMA ribbon flip, and we had a fair value gap formed. We got four rules are all confirmed right there to take a trade. You know? This is my indicator, Big Mike. This is my indicator I made. It was released yesterday. It's all 15 years of my trading knowledge all in one indicator. Good question. So, are you talking in general or this particular chart? So, if a key level is broken and we had the ribbon flip and you're waiting on a confirmation for the reversal, would I say that the 5-minute chart is better or the 15-minute chart? They're both going to be similar. I've noticed the 15 is a little more accurate or indicative of what's going to happen, but it doesn't mean you can't use the 5. I personally like using the 15 better, if that makes sense. I personally like using the 15. We did just get a new 15-minute candle as well. But in general, yeah, 15 for break and retest. For the reversal, 15, yeah. I like 15 for that. I may enter again down here too. So on the 1 hour, if we get in this area, yeah, no problem, Miguel. If we get into like this area right here, I may enter again. I like this this fair value gap right here though. We had the ribbon flip, so we should see some movement. My girlfriend turned the heat on in here. My goodness. One thing that I've learned without questions the day chart is peace. Yeah, it is. It truly is. Like I said, using higher time frames gives you so much more clarity. Like trading on the 15 and the orb strategy and all that, there's a lot going on there. But when you go and look at the day chart, when you go and look at a day chart and you see Okay, we had a big wick off here. We got a big wick off here. We clearly rejected these supports. Like, you got to see that this is going to come up and at least tap this area before driving back down, if it's going to drive back down. But on that day right here, and I'll get rid of this. Look at that day chart. Like, will we come down and create a little bit of a wick to right here where market open was? We could. But we might tap TP1 before that happens. So analyzing on those higher time frames, in my opinion, helps a lot too. That's why we go 4 hour, 1 hour, 15. You know what I mean? I might rip another position here. Let me see what the 5's doing. Bullish engulfing on the 5? No, it wasn't a full bullish engulfing. That wick was a little higher. Yeah, I ripped it for another. It ended up switching. I was saying EuroCAD and GBP CAD should be running succinctly, and they are now. They weren't looking like they were going to, but they are now. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, it's going to. I think so too, Yolvilla. We've used this EMA as a support all the way up too. It had a little bit of a liquidity pool right here where it tried to take some people out, but we've been using it on the way up. We have a confirmed uptrend. We have fair value gaps. We have EMA closures, or we have candles above. I did, yes. But again, I'm using proper risk management here. I'm not over leveraging my account. So I would not suggest anybody buy if you've already leveraged your account to, you know, what your plan is. When did I buy again? At 183,430. 183,430 is when I bought again. I like the trade personally. I like it. Is what how much money I made today? James Patterson. The live profit and loss is what we're at right now in this trade. This is the live account that I'm trading right now on stream. I'm up on the week. My account size it's a pretty big account. It is a pretty big account. See what happens here on this hour candle. 15-minute retesting the EMA ribbon. Look at our other charts here. I think we'll be all right. Again, we have a pretty big stop loss. It's still positive RR for all you RR believers out there. On the 4, I think it's just making a wick. It's just coming to make a wick and then come back up. Like I said, even the day looks good. With these big tweezer bottoms down here, rejecting this wick right here. I like. We'll see what we get here going into this hour, though. Oh, there goes my AirPods. 3 hours into the stream. What are you thinking, Miguel? You in on this one? Or you wait till London session, huh? You wait till London session. Oh man, tell you what, it got warm in here. You know what we're gonna do? is mark our chart with our alerts so we can do what we like to do and set and forget. Once you do your analysis, it does you no good to stare at the chart and let it play with your emotions. Hey, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, and I appreciate it. I can't stay up for the London session. You obviously have much different working hours than I do. I can't stay up that late. I just cannot. But I appreciate the support. It means a lot. Really, truly, it does. Boy, is it hot in here. It always does. Yes, it does. But it's all relative, you know? It's all relative. It's what your mind frame is, how your risk management is. Using it on the 4-hour for the day chart. It's not a bad plan. It works on all time frames. So what you analyze on the hour and then enter on the 4. Or analyze on the day and enter on the 4. It's not a bad strategy. Should be rejecting this fair value gap in EMA ribbon here. Nearing SL. Venny, what are you talking about? We are light years away from SL. SL's down here, brother. We are over 100 pips away. The SL is 128 pips away. God wakes me up. Fair enough. The stop loss is way down here, Benny. I appreciate you, Miguel. That means a lot. Four-hour fair value gap is huge. We've had a lot of success off playing off that 4-hour fair value gap. I agree with you there. A lot of success off that. We have, though. Yep. Make sure you got your alert set on your phone, guys. I'm going to be holding this one for a couple hours. But yeah, I'll be holding this one for a couple hours. Texas care package. No need, man. No need. I'm just here to help. I'm just here to help. I appreciate you, though. I got a lot of friends that live in Texas, though, so next time I'm there, I'll let you know. I got a buddy in Austin. I got a buddy in Frisco. I got a buddy in Dallas. So I'm in Texas at least once a year, typically. Most of the times for bachelor parties. And I don't know why these guys want to go to Texas for bachelor parties when we're all from Vegas. We all lived in Vegas. But they want to do their bachelor parties in Texas for some reason. And Austin, of all places. Ugh. No offense if anyone here is from Austin, but not the biggest fan of Austin, Texas. I am not. We'll give it another, we'll give it 10 minutes until we hop off. It's late for me, but we're holding this trade, guys. Oh, yeah, I know where you're at. Yeah, we'll have to link up next time I'm out there. I'll take you to dinner. But yeah, we're going to hold this trade, boys. Yeah, I don't know anyone other than my one friend Nick that actually likes Austin. We won't get into the reasons why, but yeah, I'm not a fan. He's got a big company out there, though, so he likes it. Yeah, that Terry Black's place is pretty good. There's a couple really good barbecue spots in Austin. A couple really good ones there. Yeah, we're just coming down to create a wick here. This fair value gap's fair play right here. We got two of them that came on the way up. Two green fair value gaps. $5:51 a.m. in Kenya. It is 9:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Florida. It is late here. That's why I'm getting ready here to probably end shortly. We hit 2,000 views though tonight, guys. Yeah, I feel you there. It does. It does remind you a little bit of New York. With that left side, I'll just say. Thinking. Mentality. You can say directions on YouTube, right? My investment's nice. In Tampa, baby. I'm in Daytona, New Smyrna Beach area. Nice. You're only an hour or two away. I was just in Tampa for a guy's golf trip in June. I like Tampa. I like Tampa a lot. TPC Tampa Bay is a great golf course too. So is Lake Javita. It's a nasty little 1 hour candle there, huh? Lamurray John, this is foreign exchange market. We're in the Asian session right now. It says the session right here on my indicator. It's the Asian session. Where's Adele at? What is he doing? Sleeping? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I'm a golfer, so I like to play nice golf courses. We're probably going to hold a little bit of drawdown here, guys, so I would not get nervous. The overall trend is solid. Yeah, whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you. Like I said, I do one-on-ones. It's on my website, but we make it work with your schedule. You're in on CAD JPY buys. Yeah, it's almost the same chart. I mean, CAD JPY and Euro JPY are going to run very similar. They're going to run very similar to each other. They're almost the same chart. I mean, look at that. It's almost the exact same chart. It's a good buy. Both of them are. I just like the volume more. Yeah, I'm Scratch, yeah. I'm Scratch. I'm a PGA member, so I'm technically a professional. I can't play in amateur events. Just went to the PGA show in Orlando last week. Saw all my buddies there, so that was good. Well, yeah, if you've been buying gold over the past year, you're up. I don't trade gold, though. I do not trade gold. What'd this 5-minute bad boy do? Year. Reject it and come right back up. Yep. It's just having a little fun on the EMA ribbon like it does the whole time on the way up. It's a great 15-minute candle there. You get a 15-minute candle close like that, that's solid. If you guys aren't already, make sure you're in the Discord. We are very close to doing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 3 lifetime VIP packages as well as 3 lifetime access to my indicator, worth well over $10,000. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers. All you got to do is be subscribed and be in the Discord. Discord's free. Hit 1,000 subscribers, I will do a digital wheel on stream with everyone's name that's in the Discord. Oh, no problem, man. Yeah, I get it. It's Asian session right there. What are we holding? 10 pips? Yeah, 13. Yeah, that's not bad. The Ryder Cup was BS. And they paid those guys with my PGA dues. Schubercat, Shio, what's up? Back again. Coming to an end here. It's almost 10 o'clock. This 10 o'clock hour is going to be it for me. I'm still holding this trade. Make sure you guys are in the Discord. I will let you know if I close it. We have a pretty large stop loss that I don't think we're going to see tonight, which is good. We're on an uptrend. We've got a bullish sentiment right now. We've got candle closures above the EMA, and the EMA is being used as a support. I think we should see these 30 pips easily within the next hour or two. So we're just holding that. Nothing crazy. I know it looks like a big number on the screen, but it's all relative to what your account size is. Just keep that in mind. It's all relative to what your account size is. We are long buys on Euro JPY is what we are in. Protect your profits, peeps. Yes, sir. $1 to 500, yeah, is the leverage. Correct. 1 to 500 is the leverage that I'm trading at. The risk to reward's actually 1 to 0.5, or 1 to 1.5, I should say. But yeah, we're going to hold this trade, guys. I'm going to end stream just because I've been streaming for 3 hours now. I got to get to sleep. Make sure you have your alerts set like I do here. Good stream overall. We had a lot of people, over 2,000. Over 300 on the horizontal, over 2,000. Gained a ton of subscribers. Johnny Blanco, what's going on? Miguel, Schubert, Jose, everyone. Thank you guys. Big Mike, Manny, Reds, even Heisenberg, Deep Shorts, Adele, my admin, Gabriel, everyone who's joined. I appreciate you guys. Keep an eye on this trade. Again, I like it. We're staying in it. I even may re-enter again if there's more drawdown, but make sure you're in the Discord. That way you get my notifications, okay, guys? Make sure you guys are in the Discord. With that, we'll end how we always do, with some claps. Thank you guys for joining. I really mean it. I really appreciate you guys joining the stream. It means a lot to me. We're helping build a community, and I really appreciate all you guys. Truly, I do. No, it's Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Have a great night, everybody.